Hello and a very warm welcome to another edition of Talking Germany, the show where we do just that. Now, my guest today is a world and European champion. She's won the Champions League and the national title 5 times. And here she is in person, the soccer player, Anja Mittag.
Hello.
Hi, Anja. Thank you very much for joining us today on Talking Germany. Now, Anja plays her club football for Turbine Potsdam. It's a great name. It's a club just down the road here from Berlin. And it looks very much as though she's going to have a key role in the German national team's campaign to retain their title in the World Cup tournament that's being staged here in Germany this summer. And I'm sure we can very much look forward to talking to Anja about the following topics. Goal-hungry. Germany are the favourites to win the upcoming World Cup, and they'll be looking to striker Anja Mittag to lead from the front. Demographic demise in the eastern German town of Chemnitz. 1 in 3 of the population is over 60. The young folk, and Anja is one of them, are leaving in droves. And the mystery of Easter. Most people here in Germany do celebrate Easter, but apparently not that many have a very clear idea of exactly what this annual holiday stands for. Anja, let's begin with the first and most important question of all. The World Cup tournament is taking place here in Germany this summer. Who is going to win?
Of course, Germany. At least I hope that. I know it's going to be a really tough competition. We know that, but we are the world champion right now. So I guess Germany expect that we win the title. So yeah, we're going to try our best.
Yeah, sure. You're going to have a lot of home fans behind you. And when you say you are the reigning World Cup holders, and you say it's going to be a tough competition, who are the other teams that you view as your serious rivals?
Of course, the US team, Brazil, Sweden, Norway, North Korea.
North Korea?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. They're good.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really surprising team.
Yeah.
You never know what's coming out, because you never see them the whole year.
They come from nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
OK. And tell me, if Germany are the favourites, and you say you think they're going to win, what makes Germany so strong? Yeah,
I guess we're a strong team. We have a lot of good individual players.
Yeah.
We're good tactical, good technique. Yeah. So we have a lot of typical German components, I guess, we bring together and have success with this way.
OK. And let's just talk one little bit about your national career. How many times have you played for Germany already?
I guess 67 or something.
67 times. And how many goals have you scored in that time?
Oh, it's just 10, so let's
10.
not talk about it.
Oh, it's not bad, it's not bad. OK. Anja Mittag, known as Schmittag. I like the nickname, Anja. I was very interested. I was watching very closely the time you were in Tanzania and you were playing football with those young kids. Yeah, let's go back to you when in your very early days when you were, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Yeah, just tell me about your memories of that time when you first played football. What did it mean to you? What can you remember?
Yeah, I was really excited. I was the only girl in the men's team or in the boys' team. So it was really interesting. If I have something to say for all the girls who are playing soccer, I would, tell them to play with boys as long as they can, and because it makes the girls stronger than they are. So it's a good way to get better.
And back then, did your parents support you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The whole time. They drive me to the practice with the car, do everything for her little daughter. OK, so you were the little daughter, you were the little Schmittag, and at some stage you said there must have been a moment where you thought, I'm good at this, and I want to go to a really high level. Mm-hmm. When was that moment? I don't have a clear moment or something like that, but I guess when I was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, something around that age, when I was playing with the boys and I was feeling that I was sometimes a little better than the other boys, or I scored some goals. I don't want to be like sound like really, but that was something. Okay, yeah, maybe you can do something. Maybe you can be a part of a German national player someday.
And you've done it. You've got there. Yeah. Are you now? I know what a lot of people at home will be thinking. A lot of people will be saying to themselves, OK, she plays for the German national team. Is she a professional football player?
I would call it a semi-professional football player.
Semi-professional?
Semi-professional.
What does that mean? Do you earn money?
I earn money, and I can live from that money I earn. But maybe around 1-2 days in a week I'm going to work for 4 hours in the office or something. But nothing special. I focus on soccer. That's my work. I call it my work. Yeah.
Okie dokie. What's the biggest crowd you've ever played in front of? 45,000. So this was the game recently against Brazil.
Exactly.
A warm-up game for the two best teams in the world, effectively.
Yeah.
40-odd thousand.
Yeah.
The result was 1-1, and you scored the goal for Germany. Yes. How did that feel?
It was nice. It was fantastic crowd. It was a nice feeling to play there, to get this, to enjoy this.
Cool. Unbelievable. The coffee set. Yeah. You were shaking your head. Yeah.
Yeah. It's still can't believe it. It's crazy.
Does it make you angry?
Not really angry. Of course, I know I have it better right now, so I'm happy about that. So
things have changed a lot. You're getting a lot of support these days from the German Soccer Association. Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you get support from? Do you know? I mean, the German men's team. You are very good. You're probably better than the men's team. You've won more medals and what have you than many of the men. But do you know many of the men on the German men's team?
Personal?
Yeah.
No, we don't have any contact.
You don't have any contact?
No,
yeah?
Just maybe we know each other or had a photo shooting or something like that, but nothing personal.
OK. I was asking you if you are angry about the coffee set there in that report. I'd like to talk a little bit about, in the men's game, or let's start with this. How much aggression is there in the women's game?
It depends on the opponent, on the other team we play against.
Oh, why?
Yeah, I don't know. Some countries are there like really easy to play, like the Scandinavian. They're really fair and friendly. But then you have the Italy or the French people. They're really,
dirty.
Yeah.
It's the word
dirty.
people use in soccer. Dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
exactly.
and in Germany, in there's the men's Bundesliga. There's a women's Bundesliga as well. How many clubs are there in the Bundesliga?
And the women 12. Yeah. 12 teams.
12 teams. OK. And are there players that you know when you go out to play against their team? You say, that girl there, that woman there, she's nasty, she's dirty.
Yeah, I know one.
You know one?
But just one.
Tell me, the one you're mentioning, which club does she play for?
Duisburg.
Duisburg?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I have to think about her, so...
Are you an aggressive player?
Yeah, a little bit, of course. I can be, yeah.
Yeah? Have you ever had a red card?
Yeah, when I was young, around 18 years old. But this was not like I've been aggressive or something. So I think I'm a friendly girl.
Okay. We're now going to go to eastern Germany, to the city of Chemnitz in particular. It is Anja Mittag's hometown, but it's got a problem. People are leaving, people are going away, they're seeking a new life. 60,000 have departed in the past 2 decades, and you've guessed, it's mainly the younger generation who are making the move. We have this report.
Some 240,000 people live in Chemnitz, a city where 1 in 3 residents is over 60 years old. Statistics show that the city is aging faster than anywhere else on the continent. It's home to too many elderly people and not enough children. At City Hall, recent history is cited as the main reason for this development.
After the fall of communism, throughout the 1990s, we saw an exodus of people to other parts of Germany, because that's where the work was. These days, we have a well-functioning industrial base again, and we're even a high-tech hub. But the absence of the generation that left in the mid-1990s and started families elsewhere has left its mark on the demographic profile of Chemnitz.
The legacy of Marx and Engels, the legacy of communist East Germany. The city is still home to monuments to the era when Chemnitz was called Karl-Marx-Stadt and home to heavy industry. It's only now that the younger generation has stopped heading west. Relative affluence is returning to the city, and it started addressing the needs of its seniors.
We've made it easier to get around central Chemnitz, where many streets are cobbled. That's a great benefit to the elderly, but it's also a boon to young families pushing baby carriages.
Chemnitz Technical University offers lectures specially designed for senior citizens. Over 800 elderly residents have enrolled.
Our seniors tell us that these lectures, which have been taking place for over 18 years, have helped them feel fitter, more active. They've helped them find friends and even partners. And they've learned a lot about Germany, Saxony, and the world.
In Chemnitz, students can already learn about the demographic changes that will face a large number of German towns and cities in the future.
Anja, you are from Chemnitz originally. It was called, when you were born there, it was called Karl-Marx-Stadt, yeah? An interesting name, Karl-Marx City. What's the best thing about Chemnitz these days?
These days? I guess it's because my family is living there, so yeah. I think I always have the, a nice feeling coming home. So that is what,
So you have a real warm hometown feeling when you come there, yeah? And when you watch that report about the problems in Chemnitz, do you nod? Do you think, those are the problems that the city is facing? Yeah,
exactly.
Tell me about your family. What do they do?
Yeah, I go to work usually, like everyone, and live a normal life.
That's interesting. What do your mum and dad do? What jobs do they do?
My father's working for Toys R Us.
Oh, yeah.
And my mother is working for a company who makes some airbags for cars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people out there in the big wide world, when they hear about Eastern Germany, when they hear about Chemnitz, they will have heard that a lot of people are jobless. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Is that also true about Chemnitz?
Yeah, I get a lot of people, are jobless. I have a lot of friends who don't have work or have 2 jobs or something like that, and a lot of people leaving. So I understand that that topic.
Mm-hmm. And when you grew up in Chemnitz, you must have friends from back then. People of your age, in their mid-20s. Mm-hmm. How many of your circle from school, let's say, went away? Where did they go? What did they do?
Maybe it's around the half, or maybe...
Half of them left the town and went... Where did they go?
Yeah, to the south part of Germany.
Places like Bavaria?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, if they earn more money, I totally agree.
And one of the stories that we're hearing about Eastern Germany is that a lot of people went away, but some of those people who went away have begun now to come back. Mm-hmm. Is that the same situation with you? You know people like that?
No, I don't know.
Chemnitz isn't bringing them back?
No.
Oh, yeah. We're talking here, of course, about East Germany and West Germany. And again, a lot of people outside Germany will have heard that there are many people in East Germany who are not happy about the developments that have happened in the last 20 years. Yeah? Are your parents, are your family and other people you know, are they happy about what's happened in the last 20 years?
Yeah, it depends. I guess they're happy what they have right now. They're happy they have work, they have a nice home, so they have a car,
But?
I don't know.
I have the feeling there's a but there, Anja. Come on.
Of course, everybody would like to earn more money or something, but I guess they're happy with that. They're simple. They don't have that much expectations from...
OK. We might talk about your family in just a second, once again, yeah? It is here, for Christians at least around the world, and here in Germany too, it's Easter time. It's a time of religious importance, but it's also a time when you're very likely to see Germans out in their gardens hunting for eggs that have, they firmly believe, been hidden by something called the Easter Bunny. So people know more or less what to do, but do they really know exactly what they are celebrating?
Easter, the Christian feast that marks the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Many in Germany associate it with spring because it's celebrated on the first Sunday after the first full moon in spring.
Easter has nothing to do with the rebirth of nature. It's celebrated in the autumn in the southern hemisphere, not in spring.
Easter is traditionally celebrated among family and friends. The Grötsch family from Denzlingen in Baden-Württemberg are expecting visitors from abroad. They're already busy baking.
We always take time for each other at Easter. It's just a great time to be together with the family. We cook and bake special dishes. It's a wonderful time for us.
Family recipes are unearthed. Easter Stollen or cakes are baked. For many Christians, Easter is more important than Christmas because the mystery of the resurrection is at the heart of their faith, even though the story isn't easy to interpret.
It's actually a fairly absurd story, a confused story. We don't know exactly what happened, but for Christians, Easter is still a feast of faith, a feast of renewal of faith.
Death, resurrection, and eternal life, an elusive concept. These young people in Gundelfingen near Freiburg are trying to experience the Passion of Christ as empowering. They meet every morning in the week before Easter and meditate, singing chants developed by the Taizé Ecumenical Monastic Order.
Easter is not a cozy feast. It's an awakening to action and activity. You get out your bicycle, you get out your motorcycle. You don't sit comfortably at home, you go out.
Easter's the most important annual holiday for me because Jesus rose from the dead.
Of course, with children, Easter is about the Easter Bunny, while it has a different meaning for us. But we all enjoy Easter.
I always look forward to Easter. It makes a lovely change.
In Germany, at least, the awakening of nature coincides with the Christian feast of resurrection and eternal life. For many people, it's the real beginning of a new year.
It's the beginning of a new year. When you were a child in Chemnitz, with your parents, back home, what did you do at Easter?
Yeah, I was searching for some gifts. My parents was,
Eggs?
Yeah, eggs.
And gifts?
Gifts.
In your garden? Did you have a garden?
No, we didn't have.
So you went out somewhere and you did this. Why were you searching for eggs?
I don't know, I don't know, my family was doing that, so I was happy to get some gifts.
And you never thought, eggs, we're searching for eggs, what's it all about?
No.
And did the Easter Bunny put the eggs there, or did your parents put them there?
The first time maybe the Easter Bunny, but later
Oh, lovely. I'm not going to talk about religion, but I am going to ask you this. Are you a superstitious person?
No, I would not call me that.
No?
No.
You're not, when you run onto the pitch, you don't want to be the last person onto the pitch, or you don't tie your laces up in some special way or anything like that?
No, nothing special.
OK, but what can happen in soccer is that you can be doing very well, you can be making progress, getting better and better and better, and then you have a setback. What do you do if you have a setback? Where does your belief come from that you can make it?
Yeah, always be positive to yourself. Looking forward to everything that's coming. There's always coming some better moments, some better times. So don't look back. Don't look back.
Don't look back, says Anja Mittag. If you've enjoyed the show today and you want to find out a little bit more, I'm going to be writing about my encounter with Anja. Read my blog on the Talking Germany website, and do please also post your comments.
If you're into Talking Germany, you can find out more on the internet. Your host, Peter Craven, is keeping a blog on the many shows and guests in the series. Find out more about what happens behind the scenes, gossip, experiences, how the whole show is put together. Just visit blog.dw-world.de/talkinggermany and you can tell us what you think about the programme there too.
OK, time for our quiz. Quick questions, quick answers. Easter or Christmas?
Christmas.
Christmas, I knew you were going to say that. You're a big collector of watches, I know, Anja. I think you have 30 watches at home. Rolex or Omega?
Omega.
Who's the best player in the world, Marta or Birgit Prinz?
Birgit Prinz.
Birgit Prinz. What would you rather have, money or medals?
Medals.
Medals. What would you rather watch, women's soccer or men's soccer?
This is a difficult question.
Good soccer.
Good soccer. That's a good answer.
Helped her out there, yeah? That's all we've got time for this time round on Talking Germany. Our guest, the goal machine, Anja Mittag. If you've enjoyed her company as much as I have, then do come back next week. Until then, bye-bye and tschüss.